Okay, welcome everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day today. My name is Apsara Tamrat. I'm joined today by my colleague Maui Kelly, where today we're going to kickstart the first of what is sure to be a very informative series of events on the custom application that we've been working for here at IPC called Safe Haven. Safe Haven is planned to be an application for security departments to better consolidate and automate most of their day-to-day processes into one singular application. And for the next few weeks, we hope to present to you a full overview of what the application has to offer through our planned series of events, highlighting the different edge cases that you'll be able to use and interact with on the app. So a little background about me before we get started. I'm currently a developer working here at IPC with a background in custom portal development. Been working on this project since basically its conception, so I'm excited to get to share some details over with you guys. And before we get started with the event, Maui, do you want to go and introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, thanks, Apsara. I'm Maui. I'm working on Safe Haven with Apsara, and a little background about myself. Before I worked at IPC, I was a security officer at a hospital, and I found that a lot of the processes were disjointed and manual. And when I found out about ServiceNow working with IPC, I realized a lot of those processes could be automated and interact with each other to create a smoother workflow for security departments.
Okay, great. Thank you, Maui. So we'll go ahead and get started. So for this event, we plan on giving you a brief high-level overview as to why we think customers should go for Safe Haven and the benefits we think it will provide to their users as well. So to start, our application works to consolidate many of the different average use cases that a security department might utilize on any given day. So starting from officer dispatching, where dispatchers will be able to generate calls based on either given requests from staff members or giving them the ability to generate calls on the fly essentially as well. Additionally, dispatchers will also be able to track the life cycle of a call according to how a security officer interacts with that given call, giving the dispatcher the ability to view the timeline of events through a series of timestamps on that call record. Then going into the time clock features, included inside the application, we are also allowing users the ability to clock in for their given shifts, giving them the ability to request their shift to be swapped, give them the ability to request time off, and also giving their supervisors the ability to plan out the shift schedule for any given week, and many more features that we will talk about, of course, later in this presentation. Reporting tools are also available for supervisors as well, so that they are able to create reports for any given call in order for them to request more information from that call's officer according to whatever that security department's reporting standards were. Analytics has also been included, which gives application admins the ability to generate metrics on any relevant data that might be of interest to the organization. And we display that data through easy to use, easy to read UI interfaces that could be shared across all the different admins of the application on that specific instance. And also many more features I'm sure we'll get into either later in this event or for the future events to come as well. So this application, of course, is powered through the robust infrastructure available out of the box to us from ServiceNow. By developing this app with ServiceNow, we've been able to use the platform to optimize the efficiency and the functionality of our application through features provided to us outside of the box. So for example, the ServiceNow database schema that all helped us reduce the time from database creation to front-end development to essentially become non-existent through the use of its already existing table structure. And the access control list given to us ensured that the data integrity within our application would be solidified throughout. The ability to create the front end of the application through ServiceNow's provided custom portal widgets also meant that the runtime of our app existed solely within the ServiceNow framework, which allowed us to create custom, easy to use UI for our customers, ensuring that the users for that specific application would require limited ServiceNow training, which would reduce adoption rates for the application or increase adoption rates. Finally, hosting this on ServiceNow also allows us to customize the application to basically any customer's needs, as we're aware that no two security departments are alike, giving us the ability to essentially customize this on an instance-to-instance level based off of a specific security department's requests. So to conclude, utilizing ServiceNow not only allowed us for ease of customization and increased data integrity, but it also allowed us to quickly address and add any enhancements that might be needed on an instance-to-instance basis as well. So that was a quick little rundown as to why we believe Safe Haven provides great value to our customers. I'm going to pass it over to Maui, who will go over some of the individual features in more detail. Over to you, Maui.
Hi, so I'm going to be going over the feature set within Safe Haven. It's not completely robust. To get a full robust feature set, tune in for the rest of our series of events. But to start off with, officer dispatching. In a security department, there is the main process of they receive a call or someone walks in with a request for the security department, and the dispatcher will then process that request, and they will create what's called a call. And then they will dispatch an officer to go handle that call. And when the call is completed, the dispatcher will go ahead and mark that as completed. So in Safe Haven, we have improved on this process by creating a portal for staff members to access and submit requests faster than it'll take them to call and explain the request. They can get their call updates in real time, and so the dispatcher doesn't need to constantly refresh the software to know what is going on at the current moment. And they also have live officer tracking to track the life cycle of the call based on the officer's presence, being able to track when they've been dispatched, when they arrived, and when they complete their call. Next, we'll take a look at the time clock features. So it's imperative to include time clock into Safe Haven, as that allows it for the system to know what officers are currently working and which ones are not. And so we include the basic time clock features of clocking in and clocking out, requesting time off, and requesting shift swaps among officers. It also adds the ability to track which on-duty officers are working live so that the dispatcher and supervisor's views will constantly be up to date. And also going over reporting, we included a report management system that allows officers to write a report on a call-by-call basis, creating this connection between the call event and the report written about it. And then we also have a notification system that allows for a report lifecycle of approval and denial to be streamlined in real time instead of talking word of mouth between officers and supervisors. And finally, we've implemented an analytics dashboard that allows admins to track all the metrics within the security department, whether that's time off taken, shift swaps, calls created, completion time for calls, and it is fully customizable with a nice drag and drop UI. And then it also has the ability to be shared between admin if you have a team of admins and not just a single person. And I'll go ahead and turn it back over to Apsara to answer a couple of our frequently asked questions.
Thank you, Maui. So to round out the presentation, we can address some of the frequently asked questions for those curious, starting with when can I get Safe Haven? So the availability of Safe Haven, of course, will be listed in the near future. So please keep in contact with us if you want to learn more about the details on future releases, and please keep checking our ServiceNow store for further updates. How do I get Safe Haven? Safe Haven will be available to purchase in the ServiceNow store upon release. And how do I use Safe Haven? Hopefully that question will get answered in parts across the next series of our events scheduled throughout the month. So we hope you will join us for that. Our next event being Call Process, which occurs on 12th of July. So we hope to see you there. That'll be it for us. Unless anybody has any questions, thank you for coming. and I'll round out the presentation.
All right, if nobody has any questions, we'll go ahead and call that there and hopefully see you on the 12th of July for the next event.